Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sidelines. We're in Toronto for some Raptors basketball. The home crowd is ready to go. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
Barnes. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who had a chance to catch up with head coach Darko Brajakovic. David.
He knows how much Jason Tatum can impact the game. Coach told me Tatum has improved the way he reads the game, how he responds to the defense. He's faster. That means we have to be crisp with how we rotate and send a double. Not a lot of wiggle room on the floor when Tatum is processing information. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Down low. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Back to Tatum. Rebound by the Raptors. It's Barrett on the wing. Here's Barnes. That one good for two. Barnes has got 6.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And the dunk by Brown.
What a flush. Great athleticism from Brown.
Quickly looking it over. Barnes down low. He has 6. Just 5 on the clock. They get it again. Pirtle. And the layup is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now, here's Barrett. After the miss from Derek White. And R.J. Barrett gets the 3.
Nice looking shot there from Barrett. You can tell he's confident when he's shooting the ball.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
Here's Brown, following the score by Jakob Pirtle.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
And the dunk by Pirtle.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Jason Tatum. And that one's good, Tatum.
Watch out. Tatum's going to stretch the defense all over the place if he's knocking down threes from the corner.
Out to Barrett. And stolen by White. Right side Holiday. Now Tatum. And Barnes sends it back. Onside Barrett. Pirtle. Banked in off the glass. 10 points for Jakob Pirtle.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
How about Tatum there, using his muscle, easily absorbing the contact and still able to knock down the shot.
And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
Now, here's Barrett. After Jaylen Brown's miss. The shot's good from Quickly.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
On the wing, Barnes. And stolen by Tatum. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And it's been their rugged...
The Celtics, 14.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Toronto.
Wow, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitate.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. To the paint. And the dunk by Pirtle.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. We're glad they're still together. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players. And it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
And that's a huge shot there, the three-pointer and the foul. Not the kind of defensive play they were hoping for.
Pass to Barrett and taken away by Brown. Jumps up and it's slammed in by Holiday.
Yeah, great anticipation from Brown to grab the steal and ignite the break.
And Boston with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Well, with all the momentum they've built up, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon. Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the three.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
And that passing ability really helps separate Tatum from so many others because the defense has to focus on his ability to score.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Back to Pirtle. Shot clock at 5. No good on the three. Celtics trail by 3. And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Tatum on the wing. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
I tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups, and I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
Ingram attacking. And slammed up by Ingram.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. So both teams making some changes here. Celtics trail by 6. .137 left in the first half of basketball. The kick out to Tatum. Tatum from 3.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Dan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
Pass to Cornette. Knocked away. Here's Pritchard. Back to Tatum. The 8-footer. Good D by Barnes.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
And what I love about Barrett in transition, he can change directions at full speed.
To the wing right side. Inside. And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Pass to Boucher. Nobody near Barnes. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Cornette. Boucher defending, and he gets it to go. Now just a 2-point Raptor lead.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Got a piece of it. Ingram outside. Off target with his 3. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Raptors. They lead by a bucket. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. A 2-point game for the tie. Inside, Tatum automatic.
Nice little finish there inside from Tatum. He is so quick to get up when he's near the rim.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, he sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. D.A., we thank you for that. Dick, that's good.
And now it's Dick knocking down a 3 of his own. Brady ready to answer.
Pass to Pritchard. Back to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Shireman. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Pritchard. That 3 off the mark. Stan, as you know, in past years, Peyton Pritchard had always wanted a starting role. Now, more opportunity, and he has responded.
Yeah, Kevin, he's very competitive and certainly deserving of rotation minutes. He is just now entering his prime.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Celtics substitution. Kristaps Porzingis.
Third quarter of play, just over a minute and a half gone by. Here's Brown. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday. And that's now 6 points for Jaylen Brown. Toronto trailing. Pass to Dick. From downtown. Offensive rebound. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. On defense, the Celtics. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. That'll put Grady Dick on the line. That one is on Holiday. Well, Stan, as a former coach, I imagine it has to be hard for you to watch basketball as a fan.
Well, it is. It's very hard, almost impossible. I'm almost always watching from a coach's standpoint, an X and O standpoint. But I will say, even when I was standing on the sidelines, NBA players are so good that you have fan moments even while you're coaching.
It seems like every game we see something we've never seen before, right?
I can remember turning around to my assistants and saying, "Can you believe that?"
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Dan, I look at your list of players you've coached, some incredible scores along the way, including Brandon Ingram. Let's zero in on him. What makes him so good?
Well, Kevin, look, when you've got Brandon Ingram's size and then you have the ability to get where you want to go on the floor and you can just get to that spot and rise up above people and knock down shots, you're virtually impossible to stop one-on-one, and that's what Brandon Ingram has.
What a talent. Pass to Boucher. Back to Ingram. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. It goes on Jason Tatum.
And this is what you want more of. Ingram has to keep being aggressive like this.
So with Brandon Ingram's height, his shooting abilities, and he can get about any shot he wants, can't he?
Yeah, Kevin, any shot at any time. You know, his ball handling is a lot better than people think. He can get to his spots on the floor. And a little bit like Kevin Durant, he can just rise up over people, and he's got a great ability to make really tough shots look easy.
Fun player to watch. Pass to White. Brown feeling it out a bit. Dick with the steal. Here's Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And what an athlete Ingram is. Elevates up in the air with such ease for the dunk.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And so it's Boston with it, trailing by 2. Pass to Shireman. Back to Holiday. Over to the wing. Clock at 6. Outside, Horford. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Hauser misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
At the elbow, Horford. Outside Holiday. Here's Shireman. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. To the inside. Here's Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Oh,
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Raptors lead by 4. We'll be back shortly, live from
52.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now.
It's time for your North Star.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Joe Mazzulla was going over with his team. He loves what they're doing in the paint. He said if they're not stopping us, keep doing it. Keep going after it down low. They'll keep pounding it inside, guys.
Thanks, David. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Drains the three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Pass to Ingram. Here's Abaji. Dick wide open. Drills the three-pointer. Dick's got 10 points here in the second half. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And stolen by Tatum. Outside Holiday. Back to Tatum. Emphatic finish by Tatum.
Tatum, good for at least one highlight finish a night. This guy is box office. And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
There's the pick. Pass to Battle. No one near Boucher as he lets it go. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Takes it inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first.
That one on White.
First team foul.
And that one falls for Boucher.
For your Raptors, Chris Boucher.
That one is no good. Celtics trail by 8. Tatum on the wing. White wide open. He fires. Second chance effort. Tatum no good. The shot by Holiday no good. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his third foul of the game. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Back to Boucher. And the dunk by Boucher.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Pass to Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. Now here's Porzingis. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. There's 1:59 left to play in the final quarter. Now Barrett driving to the basket. And here's Ingram from the arc. That ball is good for another field goal, his sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet. You coached Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But do you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet? There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
Quickly with a wide open look. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. And the Raptors lead by 15.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Raptors.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Brandon Ingram.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Ingram outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. 5 to shoot. He's off on that one. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. Even early on in this one.